Hey YouTube, this is Sorcerer, the leader of Team Fallen, and I'm going to be showing you my Chaos deck today. So let's get started. First off, for the monsters, Chaos Sorcerer. It's a Chaos deck, so you have to run Chaos Sorcerer. Sangan and Tomato for search. They don't search out too much in the deck, but they search out some key monsters, such as Gale. Because he's Gale and he's one of your tuners, and then 2 Krebons. I would run Plague Spreader over Krebons, but I don't have a Plague Spreader, so gotta settle for Krebons. He's still pretty good though, because you just pay 800 to negate an attack if they choose him. For light count, Cyber Dragon. He's also good on first turn and stuff. You can pull off some pretty good combos, being able to special summon him. Makes your opponent waste bottomless and stuff like that. Next we have 1 Caius. The reason I'm only running 1 Caius is because I'm also running Curaz. I like Curaz almost more than Caius, but not quite. And Curaz is pretty much just for light count. So yeah. Spirit Reaper. He's basically just a wall, and you can sometimes get in that poke to make your opponent discard. And then Marshmallow. He's just a wall, basically. Once he's flipped, your opponent, or not once he's flipped, but when your opponent attacks him when he's face down, they take 1,000, and then he's just a wall in defense. 1 Necro Gardener, because you can only run 1, and he's amazing. And 2 Cyber Valley. They combo well with things like Scapegoat and stuff. Sorry, I got a cold, so I might sound pretty funny. Cyber Valley. Yeah, he's just really good. He's versatile because he's got 3 different effects. And yeah. Next, 2 Worm Apocalypse. They flip, and you can destroy 1 spell or trap. I'll probably be replacing 1 or possibly even both with a Raikou once I get them, if I get them. So yeah, Thunder King Ryo. He's pretty much just for his his second effect. You can tribute him to stop like a Synchro or even like JD or Dark Arm, so he's pretty good. Yeah. Honest. He's good if your opponent, like, if they Black Rose your Marshmallow so that he's in attack mode, because he's weak and they could abuse that he's at 0, so you could Honest him, and then he's not at 0, obviously. And then Gores, because he's Gores and stops OTKs. And then the only monster that's not a dark or light in this deck, Neospatian Grand Mole. I really like him because he can just set up big plays, bounce JD or Dark Armed or other big monsters like that. So yeah, that's all for the monsters. Next we have the spells, MST, Heavy, and Trunade. Basically just your basic spell and trap destructions. And then I run 1 of each of the monster destruction, fissure, smashing, and hammer shot. I would probably run Lightning Vortex over this, but I like this more. Again, it sets up for some big plays and stuff, and you don't have to discard. So yeah, Brain and Mind Control. Brain Control is more for like the offensive side of taking your opponent's monsters. Mind Control works well. You can take your opponent's monster, and if you have a Cyber Valley, you remove it and your opponent's monster to draw 2 cards, so that works out well. Magical Mallet. It's a 1 of. I wouldn't run more than 1 because it's kind of only for if you get a pretty bad hand right at the start or something. You just want to get rid of it. So yeah, different dimension reincarnation, or Dance Dance Revolution. It's pretty much, well, you're not removing a whole lot, but it can bring back your Cyber Valleys or even your Necro or something you removed for Chaos Sorcerer. Pot of Avarice brings back a monster that's, well, 5 monsters, and then you draw 2 cards. It's really good late game, not so good early game, but depends if you tend to get a lot of monsters in the graveyard really quickly. So yeah. Swords for stall. It's a really good stall. Get, like, those 3 turns can really help sometimes. And Scapegoat for comboing with Cyber Valley, or those extra stars for sinking, or even just like defensive wall if you need it. That's all for spells. And for the traps, I run 1 Magic Cylinder. I run Magic Cylinder because I don't have a Mirror Force, and I like Magic Cylinder because I think it's really good. Torrential, it's a staple, and then I like Call of the Haunted because unlike the other can't talk today, sorry, Monarchs, if Curaz is normal summoned or special summoned, he gets his effect, so you can bring him back and do the same thing. Dust Shoot, really good early game, pretty much a dead draw late game, but yeah, I still like it. Dust Shoot first turn is like amazing, so yeah. Divine Wrath, I really like this card. It's really good against most decks nowadays because their big monsters have good effects, so you can just Divine Wrath it and they lose that monster and their monster's effect, so it's really good. And then 2 Bottomless, just a staple. So yeah, that's all. So I hope you like the deck. And yeah, we're just getting started here on YouTube, so if you could help us out, tell all your friends and stuff, that'd be awesome, because we need the help. So rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys.